Hey guys, Solar here, back again with another action figure review, and I'm going to apologize in advance if I'm not my usual happy-go-lucky self throughout this review. I just got a lot of bullshit going on in my personal life that, for lack of a better term, is just taking its toll on me. So bear with me while we get through this, because at the end of the day, the show must go on, right? That said, today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Collector's Edition Green Lantern Batman, brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, who were nice enough to get a little bit of glue in the right wrist socket on my figure to the point where the thing damn near sheared off. So, had to contact Big and Bad Toy Store about that, and they were nice enough to refund me the cost of the figure so I could pick up another one. Personally, I would have rather just received a replacement figure, but hey, better than nothing, right? That said, when you wait long enough for something, you kind of don't want to wait any longer, but that's the game you play when you buy stuff, especially Mythic Legions, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Batman, Green Lantern Batman to be exact, so why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at his accessories. Starting off with the extra hands, he's got a pair of grip hands, which is nice, and I think he actually has new hands, specifically for the Green Lantern ring, which is nice. It's not just a glob of green paint. We also have, not a pair of, which is weird, but we got like a karate chop hand and a, I don't know what you call that, a graspy hand. But, not sure why he didn't just come with another pair of hands. Like, I would have took a pair of open hands or karate chop hands, whatever. I guess that's fine. He does come with the Green Lantern, of course. Charge that ring somewhere. And last but not least, he comes with the Parallax Flamey Fist accessories. And no, I am not putting one on that hand there. Not gonna happen. It will rip the thing clean off. I already sort of low-key tried to get it to just sit on there, and it's not happening. So, when I get the replacement figure, I will test that out and maybe let you guys know about it. Because typically I don't do a lot of update videos, but last, and of course certainly least, as far as accessories go, we get the collectible trading card with the stand, which I throw right in the garbage, because I don't care about those types of things. They just take up way too much space, and, you know, I'm not into that. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But there's the front. There's the back. I'm actually going to pull out my reader for this one, because the bio is not just a generic Batman bio, so bear with me while I sync this up.
Batman TM, Heda Geniston, both fine. It's no secret that Green Lantern and Batman don't see eye to eye, but can they set their differences aside to face down the new tattooed man in this standalone story? Plus, what movie Vidic Bose hit Cyrillic letter V Power Figure 7, Multiverse?
So, clearly, this is based off a very specific interpretation of Green Lantern Batman, where he has to team up with Hal Jordan, I'm assuming, not John Stewart, to fight common foe. Who that foe is, I can't really tell, because my reader kind of messed that up. He does also come with the hockey puck display stand that we're used to seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases, with the little silver DC logo on it. There you go. And here's the figure. It's on the Three Jokers body, kind of. The legs, I think, are Three Jokers. The boots, specifically. The legs, I guess, are? I'm not sure. He doesn't have all the texture that the Three Jokers Batman has. That or that figure doesn't have as much texture as I thought. He's got the same cape as the Three Jokers Batman, which I'm not a fan of this cape. Kind of makes him look like Quasimodo. See the big haunch sticking out the back? It's very awkward. I like the gauntlets, aside from the fact that they're glued on pieces and they got glue in the wrist socket on the other side, but this side's fine. I like the length of the, what are these called? Scallops? Spikes? Fins? Whatever. Blades. Appears to be the same old Batman utility belt, and then he's got just a blank torso. This feels more like the Hush Batman, with the Three Jokers Batman boots and maybe the gloves. But yeah, I reviewed that Three Jokers Batman a while ago. I want to say it was like a year or two at this point. It's an old figure at this point, but I think you could still find it if you look. That said, I didn't get him out for comparison, mostly because I didn't want to mess up my DC shelf and, you know, what I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So, again, apologies for that. But as far as articulation on this guy goes, so I can look up and down, tilt side to side, rotate all the way around. I actually popped this guy's head off just to see what was going on here. It's a ball peg in the torso. There's no ball peg on the neck itself, so that's kind of interesting. I guess what you could do is you could swap this onto that Batman Spawn 2-pack Batman to have a slightly better head sculpt. I mean, he's still screaming bloody murder, but whatever. Shoulders go out, they go back down, they rotate forward and back. He does have a swivel at the bicep, double elbow. Gotta be careful because I don't want to bust that hand off trying to move him. There we go. His wrists are on the ball hinges, and when they're not glued, they do rotate in both the arm and the hand itself. Popping the arms back out, actually. His torso is standard, like double ball peg. Get a little bit of forward out of that. You get more back than you can forward, though. Waist does rotate. It's a little loose on mine, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's kind of bobbly. Hips can kick out to the side, back down. They rotate forward and back. Does have a double knee. If I can get it to crunch there. There you go. No Cliffs of Dover to speak of on this guy, actually. A little bit on the elbow, but not enough for the song. I'm not in the mood to do the song anyways. What am I talking about? He does have the ball hinge ankles that you rotate. They hinge forward and back. He's got a rocker. And he's got a toe joint. It works just fine. So, yeah, cool figure. It's another Batman. I mostly got it to complete the wave of Collector's Edition. I have all of them at this point. This is the last one I needed to get. I've had Captain Carrot for a while, and the yoked out 90s mullet rockin' Superman. So, you know, this was the last one, and for the most part, it's not a bad figure. He comes with a lot of stuff for the price. I think he comes with enough for the Collector's Edition price point. Oh, I have seen some $20 figures that come with the same amount of stuff, but we'll save that for another day. I guess if you wanted to, you might even be able to use these hands with parallax, because they are just black gauntlet hands. I think those would work well with him, but I don't know if the pegs are the same size or if these hands are even too big, because this Batman body is a little bit on the tall side. We know that. They are reusing it for that Plastic Man wave, if I'm not mistaken, so tilting the camera a little bit. That's your lot for Green Lantern Batman. I guess one thing you could do is use those Flame Fists for Spawn. That'd be kind of cool. The Shadow of Spawn, because he's the only Spawn that doesn't have like knuckle dusters on him, but I digress. I'm on a tangent here. So with that being said, we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is our Green Lantern Batman Alongside the other figures from this collector's edition wave, we have the return of Superman, 90s style Superman, as well as the infamous Captain Carrot. Both of which will either already have reviews up of them or have reviews of them going up very soon. I'm not sure what order I'm actually going to upload these in just yet, but at the end of the day, they're all going to come out, so does that even matter? I don't know. You decide. But as you can see, this Batman, even compared to the yoked out Captain Carrot there, and his Superman, this is a very tall and yoked out wave. He's still very tall. A little too tall, if you ask me. So, moving these two out of the way here. Kind of finally coming to the realization why everyone likes that Captain Carrot, but he's still a dumbass character. Let's bring in our two regulars. Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. Right there. And his sword's kind of... There we go. There he is. And we have the infamous 11 Spawn, who I'd love to see as like a Red Lantern, maybe. Even a Black Lantern, because he is technically dead, right? But as you can see, even compared to the infamous Al Simmons, who usually towers over everyone, he's still quite tall. So yeah, oversized body bug, we know. That said, what are you going to do? They're going to reuse it if they're going to reuse it, right? So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the little snafu I had with my particular figure, again, that has already been addressed at this current time, out of all the collector's edition releases from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, this is one of my least favorites, unfortunately, because while it doesn't exactly feel like a $20 figure for a $30 price, he does come with quite a few accessories. He just falls short compared to some of the other ones. Like, in this wave, for example, we got Captain Carrot, who's brand new buck, with accessories. We got the Superman in Crypto, which you might not like the buck the Superman is on, but he does come with Crypto, as well as accessories for himself. So, this guy just seems a little bit underwhelming, and for lack of a better term, uninteresting. Not to mention that the green on his torso doesn't match the metallic green on the other green parts of his body. I neglected to mention that earlier, but figured I'd throw that in here because it is quite jarring. Unless it's supposed to glow in the dark or something. I imagine if you hit that with a black light, it's going to shine like the dickens. But at any rate, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.